In today's video, I'm going to show you how to go from nothing to something on Roblox Please Buy Me. Now, if you don't know what Please Buy Me is basically a Roblox game where you can actually sell a card of yourself and people can buy it for Robux. So if you're like a famous developer or people know you on YouTube, then people will probably spend thousands on your card. But sometimes you don't even need to be rich in this Roblox game because you can honestly make a profit just by being a good seller. I'm going to show you all the tactics that I use to make 10,000 Robux in this Roblox game. The first tip is to never sell your low serial card. So a serial like this is very high with 77 out of 78. 1 out of 55 is really low because that's your first ever card. And let's say if you do get popular on this game and if you sold it while you were noob, then you probably made a huge loss. That's the mistake I did, and now I'm not able to get my card back. The appearance of your card is very important because people might like how it looks and just buy it off of that. For my card, I actually have a neon glow and it stands out very much, and this can really help people buy it. Currently, this costs 2,000 fame bucks in the shop, and one way to get fame bucks is by buying other people's card or completing quests on the achievements page. Oh, it actually seems like we just sold the Dark Sea card for 75 Robux, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's very, very overpowered. And also another important thing is to actually have a good background for your card. Also, my cheapest and favorite one is a blue duck because it honestly glows so much and it looks very cool. Now, as you can see, it's very lively like, and that's why I like this card so much. Another good thing on how to get sales is actually having a good booth. My most favorite booth in the game is a block stall. This is because the text is so low that people passing by can see it and people will most likely see your text even more. And also, I wouldn't spend money on display cases because they're honestly not that important and it's not like they will show out anymore. I would only focus on the booth. And also another thing in this game is actually to make sure that you save up your bucks so that you can buy your own card, and just in case if you run out of yours. So if I did have 300 bucks, then I could buy my own card and I can resell that for even more. And then the list goes on and on, 10, 5, 20, it honestly goes forever if you have enough bucks. Also, my tip is to make your cards cheap at first so that people can actually buy them, and if your fame gets high enough, you can gradually increase the price, and this will also keep your stock alive. That is one of the ways of how I made 10,000 Robux in this game. And also, it can be very important to move your booth just in case if you don't like the spot you're in, so you can just claim the booth over here. That way people who are walking by can also see your booth, and it's much faster that way in my opinion. There's also special cards in this game that usually go for higher if they have a symbol like this. These cards go for higher because they're not very common and they probably are very demanded. So if you see a card like this for cheap, then make sure to buy it because you can probably resell it for even more. Certain cards have certain value or some are lower than others, so make sure to do your research. And to be honest, the most important step in making Roblox the game is actually reselling other people's cards and not just yours. For example, you have the Mario card, and his avatar may not be like the wealthiest, but his card is only 6 Robux and it also looks very good, so this is actually a pretty good purchase. And not only that, but it's a pretty low serial with 4 out of 55. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy this, and then I'm going to go to my stand, and then I'm going to resell it for even more. Kaboom, we got the money rolling. Now don't go around just buying every cosmetic you see because you're going to need your fame bucks later. But to be honest, that's pretty much the ways on how I made 10,000 in this Roblox game, and I'm going to have it linked in the description. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments, and that will be all. Make sure to subscribe to Dark Sea RBLX, and yeah.